Hi everybody, I just want to share to you the blooms for today, August 14. And as you can see, I have here this very beautiful stinky. Look at the markings on this one, guys. Oh, so very pretty stinky. It doesn't stink. Maybe if I put my nose near it, but I won't do that. So yeah, it's so pretty, guys. And there's two flower bud there. So exciting. So I hope it flower again for me soon. Very pretty. Oh, lovely. And then guys, the next flower that I want to share to you is this Lobibi arachnacantha. Oh, lovely. Remember guys, when I showed this before, that got loads of flower buds, but I wasn't able to make a video because I was at work when it opened. And yeah, but I'll put the photo there when it was in flower buds. So many. Right, so I'm so happy to see this today and badly needed a repotting, but I still haven't got time to do it. So nice. 7 flowers in here and they're all so pretty. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. And then guys, this orange peanut cactus is still got flower, and then my mamilarias there. This is the Toluca without spine and that one with spine, so they're the same mammillaria. I'll put the name on the screen. And then yeah, this one was gifted to me by my sister-in-law, Christmas gift, December 2017. So happy that it's flowering now, the first time flowering of this mammillaria. And then that one guys, that pharaoh cactus there, look at that, that's the second flower, and it won't open fully because of all the spines around it. And I made a time-lapse video on the first flower of this one, and if you want to see that guys, I'll put the link down below so you can watch how beautiful when the flower was opening on this one. And then guys, this one, look at that, my Epitalantha micromeris already got fruit. So lovely, look at that, how cute is this? Oh, so lovely. So pretty. And then guys, this one. My Echinopsis subdenudata. Look at that guys. It's blooming today. And wait, let me get it. Come on. It broke the fruit of the Epitalantha. Oh my god. It pulled it. Okay, wait. So this one guys is the second flowering of this Echinopsis subdenudata, and the first flower were this. And I made a time-lapse video when all these 6 fruits here were flowers when they were opening, and I'll put the link down below as well so you can see how pretty it was when all of the 6 flowers blooming at the same time, opening at the same time. So it was so pretty. And as you can see guys, my pollination here was successful because it's all, look at that, fruits now. And then the second flower, oh lovely. Okay, put it back there, and the other Echinopsis pulled the fruit on this. Squish. Look at that guys. Oh, seeds. Yippee, seeds. Oh, lovely seeds. So that's how you harvest the seeds of the Epitalantha. So it's ready now. Oh, look at that guys. How many seeds you've got in here. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Okay, those are the seeds of the Epitalantha micromeris. Now what I gonna do with this? So I think this, I will just leave it there. It's there. We'll see if it's gonna grow there. Alright, so now guys, I just wanna share an update on these two. So if you've watched my previous video, I've shown this from buds to blooms and when I pollinated them. And this one guys, remember this one, the day when it flowered, there's no other Echinopsis in bloom. But the next day, this one opened, this Echinopsis here, and this flower lasted for 3 days. And then, what I've done on the second day, I just broke the dead flower on this one. And then I tried to pollinate the two. As you can see here, this is successful because it's swollen now. And then guys, I just want to share this one. So I showed this as well on my previous video. And this is a fruit from that burnt purple there. So it already detached itself from the cactus. So it's ready to clean now. And yeah, look at that guys. Full of seeds. So what you're gonna do guys, just remove that skin of the fruit and then just wash this to remove all the flesh in there. And then that's it. You can store it or plant it straight away. So yeah guys, so those are all my flowers for today. The gymnos won't open because there's no sun, but I've got a few of flower buds in there that about to after open. 5 days guys, I just want to give you an update on the pollination that we've done. So as you can see guys, it's really successful because it's really hard and big now. So this was the oh look at that guys. I think a snail or a slug been here. Oh my god. I hope no damage on other cactus. Yeah, I've seen a snail the other day. Oh my god. So yeah guys, so it's successful. I pollinated this with this one, but this was when I pollinated this, the flowers already dead. So I just open it and then put pollens from this one. And then guys, this is successful. As you can see, it's big and a snail been here as well. Look at that. That's a snail, you know, the trace that they make when they crawling. There's slugs. But I think it's a snails because I've seen 2 snails here. I already removed that snail. So it means guys, you can still use the pollens of the dead flower to pollinate a different flower. And then you can still pollinate the dead flower. Just rip it open and then put pollens on the stigma. But I've only tried this the next day when this was dead. I don't know if after 2 days or 3 days it's still effective. But the next day after it died, it's effective. So it's pregnant now. This one guys, I pollinated this using the pollens of this one. And then guys, I also just want to give an update on my Epitalantha micromeris. As you can see guys, this was the one that I showed to you earlier. And the 5 seed pods still there. And then guys, I saw that this is my Epitalantha micromeris Neo Mexicana. It formed a seed pod. So when I got this guys, there's a flower buds but it aborted. But now look at that guys, there's a seed pod as well. So this is the Neo Mexicana micromeris and that's the micromeris. And that one is still in bloom. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Bye.